If you're carrying $30,000 or more in credit card debt and have a plan, but it never seems to stick, I need you to hear this. You are trapped in a system that was not designed for you to win. And that's why it's important for you to know why 30K debt payoff plans fail by month 3. Your real financial reset, a 5-step strategy to escape 30K plus in debt without applying for more credit. Most people don't fail at debt because they don't care. They fail because the plan collapses under real life. Month 1, you're motivated, you're tracking everything, you feel hopeful. Month 2, it's uncomfortable but manageable. Month 3, something happens. A bill increase, a car repair, a medical expense, a slow income month. And suddenly, the plan that looked perfect on paper is impossible to maintain. Why? Reason number 1, the plan ignores emotional fatigue. Constant restriction leads to burnout. Burnout leads to avoidance, and avoidance leads to more debt. Reason number 2, the plan assumes perfect months. No plan built on perfection survives reality. Reason number 3, there is no margin. And this is where the fear kicks in. I've been there. I'll tell you my own personal story. It was the beginning of December. I was sitting in my office paying bills. I opened the next bill, my mortgage statement, and immediately I felt a pit in my stomach. My mortgage payment had increased by $650 a month. No warning, no gradual adjustment, just $650 more. And the very first thought that crossed my mind was, how am I going to afford an extra $650 a month? I took a deep breath. I leaned back in my chair and I paused. And then I said something that even surprised me. You'll be fine. Not because I'm used to surprises, not because I have a certain income, not because I wasn't concerned, but because I have built margin into my financial life. And in that moment, I realized something powerful. Most people don't fail financially because of debt. They fail because they have no margin when life happens. If that same $650 increase had happened years earlier, when every dollar was already spoken for, when credit cards were my emergency fund, that moment would have created panic. And that's exactly what happens when you have 30K plus credit card debt and limited options. When you're deep in credit card debt, every unexpected expense feels catastrophic. Every bill increase threatens the plan. Every emergency goes on a card. So even when you try to get out of debt, you're still living one surprise away from falling backward. That's why most people can't just pay it off. And then they think the easy solution is doing a balance transfer to a 0% card, which brings us to the next trap. Let's talk numbers. Minimum payments feel responsible, but they're a slow bleed. If you owe $30,000 at 25% interest, it will take you 39 years to repay your debt. You will pay $61,819.60 in interest. Your balance barely moves. That's not a payoff plan. That's a lifetime subscription. Here's what most people don't realize. Minimum payments are designed to keep you paying, not to help you escape. They keep utilization high, suppress your credit score, encourage ongoing use, and extend repayment for years. And when people get frustrated, they chase relief through new credit. On paper, 0% cards sound amazing. No interest, temporary relief, faster payoff. But here's the reality. Most people with 30K plus credit card debt can't qualify. And here's why. High utilization, multiple open accounts, recent inquiries, bank approval rules. So what happens? People start chasing credit, applying for card after card, taking inquiry hits, getting denied, tanking their score further. I need to tell you something most banks will never say out loud. Major banks use an internal guideline called the 2-3-4 rule. No more than 2 cards in 30 days, no more than 3 cards in 12 months, and no more than 4 cards in 24 months. Break that, you're auto denied. No conversation, no reconsideration. So when you keep applying, you're not fixing the problem. You're locking yourself out of solutions. That's why it's critical that you stop applying for cards you can't get. If cards are denying you, don't quit, don't panic, reset correctly, because your real reset doesn't revolve around more credit. Here are the 5 real steps to escape 30K plus credit card debt without applying for more credit. Step 1, freeze the credit cycle. Stop all new credit applications. Pause balance transfer attempts. Stabilize the system. You cannot heal a system while reopening the wound. Protect your score. Stabilize your profile. Stop the downward spiral. Step 2, rebuild cash flow first, not payments. Debt freedom starts with margin, not motivation. Build a realistic, non-punitive budget. Identify fixed obligations, minimum debt payments, true discretionary leaks, and create a monthly surplus, even if it's small. No surplus equals no sustainable payoff. Step 3, use a strategic pay down method, not guesswork. Choose a method based on behavior and intention, not just because. Your options: snowball if you need momentum, avalanche if interest is crushing you, hybrid if utilization is killing your score. Pay minimums on all cards while attacking one card aggressively. Do not close cards as you pay them off. Step 4, repair your credit profile while paying debt down. This is where most people miss leverage. Dispute inaccuracies properly, address utilization strategically, monitor reporting errors, and optimize payment timing. This can improve approvals later, reduce interest options, and shorten your payoff timeline. Step 5, replace credit with a safety net. If debt created your safety net, that's the root issue. Build a starter emergency fund during payoff, not after. Automate savings, even small, to depreciate dependency. Remove reliance on cards for survival expenses. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this: debt freedom is about building margin before life tests you.